Durable 600 denier polyester offers featherlite construction. Retractable privacy flaps on all mesh windows. Seatbelt safety straps. Zipper security clips, a tether for safety and security included. Flexible height design, smooshes but retains pet carrier shape. Top reviews from the United States. What's most important to know? We got on the plane, and everything went well. This bag served us well. We used the XL and took our dog from Cleveland to JFK via Delta. The bag has 3 flexible wires that arch over the front, middle, and back, giving it its shape, and 2 additional wires for the top, which help hold it open. I opted to take the 3 arched wires out, as this made it droop an inch or 2, looking a little bit shorter. I kept the top wires in though, so that it didn't just look like I threw my dog in a gym bag. Like other reviews suggested, I opted for the black bag as it draws less attention from staff and potentially looks smaller than one of the more exciting colors. The plane was a CRJ 900. My dog is a 14-pound German, middle, but the smaller end, Spitz, with a 20-inch body, nose to tail. She stands at about 14.5 inches if her head is lowered, but she's quite a bit taller with her head, and long pointy ears, raised. I was worried they'd turn us away because she wasn't able to raise her head all the way up, but there was no problem. I think it helped that I got her well acquainted with the bag ahead of time. I kept excitedly referring to it as her condo, and it bribed her with treats. When we got to the Delta counter, she was lying in the bag, incredibly calm. I kept the flaps closed over the screens, except for the one on the back side, the screen of which just covers the top half. I held onto the bag, with the base of it sitting on top of my suitcase, and with the back end facing the counter. This way, the Delta employee could just see her happy little face and their smile. I don't think other people even noticed that we had a dog. As far as on board, the bag didn't quite fit all the way under the seat. It was a bit too deep, but it met Delta's requirements. Still, I was nervous they'd have a problem with the edge sticking out. Luckily, on this particular flight, there was nothing separating the spaces underneath the seats. There were 2 seats to a row, and since I was sitting next to my husband, we were able to turn the bag kind of diagonally, so that I could still see her face, without any edges sticking out. I unzipped the front screen just a bit at the top, so that I could reach down to pet her ears and give her treats. The scariest part for her was the landing, when all those loud noises started. The takeoff was scary for her too. Still, she was silent the entire time. Again, getting your dog acquainted with the bag ahead of time helps. I know that airlines got rid of the emotional support dog option, and after seeing how people abused that rule, it makes sense. Flight attendants are not paid enough to endure the panic of an emotional support squirrel on the loose, mid-flight. At the same time, dog owners are familiar with the horror stories of what can happen when you have to put your dog under the plane. I think most dog-toting passengers are very willing to pay to travel with their pets on board, but with the kennel requirements, it almost seems impossible, unless you have a Chihuahua or something. This bag makes it possible for at least the people with smaller breed dogs that are still larger than a cat. I also think we had some luck on our side on this particular day, for example, the Delta employee at the counter being very kind and not asking any questions at all. I'll try to keep this review up to date, as we use the bag more.